are several animes that really changed the genre that they kind of fit in, or what we expected from animes. Here's 10 of them. No particular order, just 10 of them that really changed their genre. Welcome back, this is Jack. Number 1, Cowboy Bebop. It had some strong characters in a compelling story and just a really well done. This anime was one of the first for a lot of different people for a reason. Neon Genesis Evangelion for number 2. You have giant mech fighting gaiju. That's going to draw people's attention right there. And also has a plot that is so confusing that it ties with Kingdom Hearts with trying to explain it. Additionally, it did a great job addressing loss and the darker side of life, not just the brighter side, like some animes tend to do. Full Metal Alchemist. I'm going to specify Brotherhood for this one, but technically you could go with either one. What's to say about its strong world building, its combination of fantasy and sci-fi with adventure thrown in, and just generally a really good story. I personally prefer Brotherhood, as you probably kind of guessed. Number 4 has got to be Attack on Titan. Personally not a huge fan of it, but even I have to recognize the way it just tells its story, how it does a very good job of just adding dark, noir kind of story to it while keeping in a lot of good action into it as well. Death Note. Death Note is such a suspenseful, complex story, and its plot twist makes sense. It's not just something they pull that seems to be pulled out of its ass. Code Geass. Once again, you have your mech fighting in there, which I absolutely love, but then you have your political intrigue and just a really good story that is just built into itself. It doesn't seem like anything's just random. Dragon Ball. If you didn't think Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super, or any of them weren't going to be on this list, then you're clearly not paying attention. It probably set the standard in the mindset for power levels, fighting, and a lot of other fighting animes drew inspiration from it from around this time. It literally almost created the genre that we're looking at, or at least fine-tuned it, we could say. Naruto. I'm particularly not always a fan of Naruto. I really don't like Sasuke and Naruto and that whole dynamic, but it does have characters I really do like. And that's one of the points. It has really compelling characters. It has some great action pieces, and generally the story isn't too bad. I'm just not a big fan of the whole Chosen One Destiny stuff. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan, and then Sasuke as a whole. Another obvious one, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon kind of revolutionized the magical girl team-up story. With its strong female characters and just this empowering story, this one just became the benchmark of what all other magical girl team-up kind of stories went with. And the longest running anime has to be on this list, One Piece. With its great story and just exciting action and its just continuously expanding world, it had to be on this list in some way. There are 2 honorable mentions, one being Bleach, of course, but I already mentioned one anime where I had to stomach the Chosen One complex, and Ichigo has it the worst. And then also Berserk, not because of its anime, because its anime sometimes falls short, but more of its manga influenced the dark themes of a lot of other stories. But we were talking anime, not manga, so it did not make the list. It would have been screamed at number 1 if these actually had a value. But do you disagree, or do you have any thoughts or any other animes you would like to recommend? Comment section down below. And you also know all the things I'm legally required to say as a YouTuber, the like, subscribe thing. See you in the next one though.